Just when America has reached a breaking point with division, visionary influencer Danni Benson's I'm Proud of You Sis Bro movement taps into the pulse and heartbeat of a culture radically torn. But this loving mom's voice of reason and calm has received national recognition.
How'd you balance having your children and always traveling with the Yankee organization?
When I became a dad, I said that I would always love like a mother.
I feel like I have to hide certain things or act a different way because I know some people or some kids feel like they have to.
As part of the Chapters Network, Benson brings a weekly show aired worldwide on YouTube and Facebook, and her message is creating positive change. That's Wednesday at 6 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Hey, hi everyone. Happy Wednesday. My name is Danni Benson. I am the host and founder of I'm Proud of You Sis. Thank you for joining me. I'm hoping everyone's having a great week. In most places in the country, it is spring break, and it's like it feels good because it's almost feeling like a little bit of summer in New York. But thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and follow. I'm proud of you, sis. So how's everybody doing today? I mean, how was everyone's holiday if you did celebrate the holiday? I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday. I have a great guest. I want to give her flowers. But I want to first say, during COVID, a lot of moms had to stay home because when they shut down like the country, the kids had to stay home to be homeschooled. So a lot of moms had to figure out what to do with their time because it was the first time they were actually like at home. Some of them still had their jobs they were doing remote, but some moms picked up side businesses that they're still continuing now because now that COVID is hopefully behind us. I don't know when I'm going to stop saying behind us, but hopefully it is behind us. A lot of moms picked up new hobbies, new business ventures, things that they thought they would never have picked up because who would have known COVID was going to happen, was going to stop the world. So I have Stacy here, known as the Pudding Lady, and she makes the most amazing banana pudding. And then she started doing different flavors. And I love to support women, businesses, and women empowerment because I know how hard it is, starting a new business. So I have her coming to the show so she could promote her excellent banana pudding, but also to talk to you about gems of how she's starting the business so you could take some notes if you want to start your own business also. So everyone, welcome Stacy to the show. Hey, Stace. How are you?
How are you? Thank you for having me. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. I'm just so happy that it feels a little bit like it's getting warmer. I don't know. I feel like in New York, the weather is colder longer now and the summers are shorter.
And Mother Nature doesn't know what she wants to do. She doesn't know if she wants to be winter still or if she's ready for spring or summer. Who knows?
And so crazy about Mother Nature. It's like screwing up the planting season. It's screwing up the trees. They don't know when to bloom because they poke out when it's warm, and as soon as it's cold, they're like, oh, I don't know if this is the right time to poke out yet. So it's like, it's really screwing up like everyone, including like the grass. It's just, I just want the world to go back to normal. Please, let's just go back to normal.
A new normal. We might have to accept it. With our weather, everything really. COVID happened. It's just things have changed so much.
But one thing I know it hasn't changed is your business grinding, girl, because you are always grinding. You have so many different businesses under your hat, and that's why I'm so happy to have you on the show to help other women and other people maneuver. But let's first talk about the Pudding Lady and how did it start? The Pudding Lady.
Well, as you know, I'm always on my grind. I'm always looking for ways to create generational wealth for my family, especially as first generation American. It's a lot to carry on my shoulders. wanna bring your family name, you know. Uh, Actually, the pudding lady I stumbled upon an accident. Believe it or not, I know you follow me on social media, and I'm always posting things that I'm cooking and things that because that's really therapy. You know, my other businesses I'm doing for the money. I'm doing because I know there's revenue there and I want to be able to give something to my children more than what my parents gave to me. But the pudding lady really comes from my heart. It really comes from my soul. I enjoy feeding my family. I enjoy feeding my friends. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy all of those things. I enjoy hosting. And people have always told me for years, Stacy, you need to do something with your food. It is so good. It is so delicious. Your desserts, oh my God, they're so good. They're so delicious. I get calls, Stacy, if you're coming over, can you bring, so and so. So I really stumbled into the pudding lady kind of naturally, you know, and I played around with the recipe one day. I had a coworker bring me some pudding, and unfortunately, she wasn't able to, ever bring it again. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna make my own. Played with some flavors, made my own banana pudding. I shared it at a Thanksgiving dinner, and it just took off from there. People requesting it, asking for it, telling me I need to make it something that people can purchase. And whoop, there, Pudding Lady, New York.
Well, you know what? I remember you snuck one in my bag because I was like, I'm on a diet. I was like, I gotta lose like 20 COVID pounds. But you know what happened though? You snuck it in my bag, and of course, when I saw it, I was like, ah. And then I tasted it, and I wanted another one and another one. It was that good, and I was like,
Glad to hear.
Tracy, what are you doing to me? I gotta lose these COVID pounds, and I'm eating pudding at 3 in the morning. At 3 in the morning, because that's when I looked in that bag and I was like, "What is this?" She put something in my bag. I was like, "What is this smell?" So you know what happened?
What
I
happened?
ate half. I put it back in the bag, and guess who ate the other half?
Oh, let me tell you, Gigi Lolo.
No, Brownie did. That's
Brownie ate it.
He was. I guess he was sniffing all around the house. Like, what is that smell?
Oh
So
my
you
God.
know, I turned the light on, and I'm like, what is he eating? He had his face. I wish I could have took a picture.
Deep in the cup.
Deep in the cup. He looked at me in shock, and he had like whipped cream and pudding all over his face, and I was like, what are you doing? And he just gave me a smile, and I was like, you must like the pudding too.
Brownie's dog number 3 that's eating my pudding. And it
But
enjoyed it.
you know me with ideas. I just thought about an idea. You should try to make a dog pudding.
You know what? I actually networked recently with someone who does make home-based doggy treats. So that's not a bad idea, maybe I should connect with her a little bit more and
Yeah,
see.
because I'm telling you right now, like I get desserts for my. I would never think I would get desserts for my dog, but he's still a puppy. But every time we're out, they have dog ice cream. He likes dog ice cream. The kids like, you gotta give him the dog ice cream. He loves dog ice cream. So they do so many things for, like, I don't know how much they really do for cats, but for dogs, I guess sometimes they treat them like little humans. I'm finding out where it's like
better.
whatever the kids are getting, they're getting too. So that would be a great idea to have, the pudding lady for dogs, or the pudding dog lady, or the pudding whatever. But that would be a great idea though.
Right.
That would be a great idea. So tell me, like, the pros and cons of starting your business.
So
the truth.
Businesses.
We need people to know the truth.
Yeah, you know me, and I'm gonna give all the truth. With my other businesses, it's easier to find mentorship, right? I'm in logistics and I'm in real estate. And with both of those businesses, I was able to pair up with a partner that really took me through all of the steps that you need to take. In this food industry, I don't know anyone. I don't have anyone that.
But you know what you should do is, then you should get on LinkedIn and hashtag, chefs, cooks, restaurants, and then start, following them, and in hopes that they might become your mentor, because now you have formed a connection on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is like the Facebook for people, for corporate America. It's a great place to connect with people, because the connections helps you with another connection if you need a referral for another job. So you just build your connections. So some people have 1,000 connections, like 500,000 connections. So it's like who you know, who you know, who you know, who's tied to who you know, who you know. So that's a great place to start. And I'll tell kids that's getting out of college. I'll tell people who are looking for a new job, or tell people who are looking to transition to a whole new career. Definitely go to LinkedIn, because that's the place where you can network.
Yeah.
And so since you're not getting that help, maybe from people that you may know, or maybe you just don't know people that's, in that business, you should do the pudding lady a LinkedIn page, and then start connecting with, people there. And I
Definitely.
think there'll be people there that might help you.
Definitely. Well, what I've been able to do is I didn't have anyone to support me starting, but through my connections and through taking a couple of business courses related to food, I've been able to find a couple of people that have given me guidance on what it means to get permits, what to do to get permits, and which I've done, what kind of licensure I need in the state of New York to sell, because you do need licensing, you do need permits. You can't make food-based homes. I was able to find someone to link me to a kitchen. I was able to hire an assistant. So these are all steps that you have to take. And a lot of people say you can start business with zero money. That's not true. You do need to have some liquid to get started, because you do have to front these things. And I've been blessed enough to be able to do that. So I'm at a point now where I call myself a small business. I'm local. I'm Long Island based for now, but definitely in the future, I look forward to being a more nationwide company. But right now, I'm in the farmers markets. I'm in some local coffee shops. I keep myself small for now, and not because of any intimidation or any scaredness, but I want to do it right, and I want to be able to keep the consistency in my product. People enjoy my puddings, and I want to keep it the same. And sometimes when you scale too big so too fast, you lose that love in the product, and I don't want to lose that love for my product, because people could feel it, people could taste it. It's what makes my pudding different than what people have had in other places.
Well, so you like McDonald's with a special sauce.
Yes.
Yes, like I still don't know what they do with that special sauce. Um, but I get what you're saying, that you want to keep it as authentic as possible because that's your baby. You know what I mean? You develop this recipe for it. But eventually, I have so much faith in you and so much faith in women all over the world. We have to get bigger,
Of course.
louder, and have the world see you.
Of course. And that growth will happen.
So therefore, you are eventually going to be manufacturing the pudding lady. That's the goal, right?
The goal is I want it to be in all supermarkets. I want you to be able to go there just like you would go to get your gallon of milk and get your coffee creamer and get your cheeses. For you to also pick up your pudding lady gourmet pudding cups. But I also don't want to lose the love for the product. I really do enjoy what I do. It brings me so much joy every week, especially at the local level when I see people buying my product, because I'm also stationed at several farmers markets, um, coming back and talking to
So,
me.
so, so, Stacy, how did you find these farmers market for the people who
You
want to start a new business?
Social media is such a great tool. You have to not be afraid to talk to people. I talk to everyone, as you know, Danny, right? I'm not afraid to have a conversation with someone, and either you're going to share, your gems with me, or you won't, and that's okay. Each conversation brings me a step closer. So I use social media. I saw someone post the farmers market in Long Island. I sent them a DM. I said, hey, I see that you're at this farmers market. It looks really intriguing. I sell this product. I'm looking for somewhere to station. Can you share that information? And most of the time, people will. People say, hey, they like that kind of an approach. And I get that information. I just take the steps. I contact who needs to be contacted next. I think that's a wonderful thing in this day and age. Social media has allowed so many people to really go where the money reside, right? We're so connected. Information has become more available more than ever. And you just got to tap into it. And that's how it is. And once I go to one farmer's market, I meet people, I talk to people, I get about other events. I meet people, I talk to people, I get information about other events. And it's been building really rapidly for me to the point where now, like I said, I have an assistant I hired. I'm not doing all of this by myself. There's some days where I'm not doing the puddings at all. I have staff helping me. I found a kitchen space for rent. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I talked to people and found out people say, yeah, there's places that rent their kitchens. You just look it up. It's like called Incubator Kitchens. And you go there, they help you with your licensing, they help you with some of the permits, and they give you the space for you to make your cooking in alignment with the standards of.
So basically everything that you're saying is all about networking.
100%.
Networking, talking to people, and being okay if you get rejected, because a no with that person does not mean that it's going to be the no with the next person. You have to just keep it pushing, because if this is what you really want to do and this is your purpose, you have to open your mouth, because closed mouths don't get fed.
They don't get fed.
They don't get fed. So basically you're saying, one thing I do like about social media, as you said, it's made the world really small.
Oh yeah.
And which is great, because sometimes we don't have time. There's people that we would have never met if it wasn't for social media, because when I was growing up, we just knew who we knew based on how we just met that person, right? So I went to school, I met everyone, I met the people that wasn't in school, and then I went to this job, and those became my circle, and then I went to maybe this party, then that became my circle. The cool thing about social media is I don't have to know you.
No, everyone becomes your circle.
It's one huge, big circle if you want it to be, because you can really sit there all day long and just contact as many people as you want. And some people are going to say, hey, no, not interested, not even answer you, but you just keep it pushing, because I always tell my daughters that there's always going to be someone that's going to say yes. There's always going to be someone that's going to say yes. There's always going to be someone that's going to be for you, right? But you might not know what it is, right? So you got to keep chucking, keep grinding, keep making those calls, keep going into people's DMs, keep finding out as much information that you can on the interest that you're trying to develop into like a business. And eventually, with consistency, you will succeed. And I know you talked about seed money. I mean, how did you get your seed money?
Well, you're right about consistency. Even when it seems hard, even when it seems like it's not working, consistency is key. Keeping yourself front and center for people to know that you're real about what you do, and here's what you do and you're good at it, is important. Even the consistent networking. I mean, I talk to everyone I see. Not that I'm sitting here spilling my business to everybody, but it is important for people to know, hey, this is what I do, because you never know what someone knows or what someone doesn't know or who they may know. Those connections are key. And I mean, Liquid, I also still hold a 9-to-5. And I know, like, a lot of people say, oh, I'm a full-time business 24/7. Well, I still hold a 9-to-5, because this doesn't happen overnight. Success with small business does not happen overnight. And you do need to have that liquid to support you. As I grow, I do plan on making business plans and connecting with banks and hard money lenders. But when I get to that point, I'll take that step. But for right now, I supported myself in the beginning. And thankfully, I'm already up in profit, where now my business is supporting my business. It's not supporting me yet, but it's supporting my business.
Yeah, so basically the money that you're making, you're putting back into your business.
Absolutely.
And that's how you start making the business grow.
So I did have to front, right? 9-to-5, full-time worker. I'm also like a full-time mom. And like I said, I had 2 other businesses. It takes a village, guys. You can't do it alone.
You also have a husband, an amazing husband who's very supportive. We all need an amazing supporter, whether it's your mom, your friend, your husband, your boyfriend. We always need someone for those good days you're going to have and those bad days you're going to have, because, having a business is not easy. So you definitely need someone who's going to be that ear that's going to listen to all of your ups and downs and rounds and rounds. So you have an amazing husband, and he's a great father, by the way.
Yes, it takes, like I said, it takes a village. I'm super blessed for the role that my husband Wes plays in my life and the role that he plays in my businesses and how supportive he is of all of these endeavors. And he's really like my right hand. And again, I'm blessed with some sisters, a couple of cousins, good friends like you, Danny, who also kind of help support your vision. And that's another big key. You know, I know sometimes it's hard to let go of people that we've known for a long time, but sometimes you need people that will surround you with that positive energy. Some people that will surround you with good criticism and good truths. You know, not everything is all yes. You do need to hear the, hey, this is not working or that's not working, but it needs to all come from a place of love and surround yourself with those people. But you also have to be that person for yourself, right? You can't depend on everyone to make you feel, you got to also be confident in yourself that you're doing something.
Basically, you have to be your own cheerleader. I tell my kids all the time, you got to learn how to toot your own horn, because
Be
sometimes people are not going to toot your horn. You got to
no.
learn how to cheer yourself on, because sometimes it's going to be quiet when you walk out and you're expecting the loud, ah, and everyone's like, choo, 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 but you don't hear nothing. So you got to go, okay, me. So definitely, like, you definitely need to learn how to cheer for yourself. And there's a difference between confidence and arrogance,
Mm, okay.
right?
That's a whole
There's a
word.
difference.
A whole
Confidence to me is very positive, very light, very loving type of feeling. Arrogance is just being like mean and kind of just gives like a negative aroma or energy. So
yeah,
there is a difference. So I'm not gonna say, you know, I tell my kids they have to be confident, but I
absolutely.
just say be respectful to other people too. You
Hmm.
know, I think that's what the difference is. You know, you always have to be aware of your surroundings
Yeah.
when you have your confidence. You know, and you're not supposed to make people feel small. You're supposed to make people feel like equal to you. You know what I mean? We feel good in the room. So, what other advice do you have?
I think that we've touched so many points, and it'd be so hard to kind of think that you're going to get it all right all at once. But I could just wrap up the things that we did mention, right? Number one, um, it has to come from somewhere. Money is of course the motive for a lot of things, but what else is your motivation? Find what motivates you. Consistency, even when it gets hard, you have to do it every day. You have to do it all the time. It has to be what you want. You have to be focused. You have to be dedicated. And, you know, even when it's like, even the confidence, you need to have that. Then you have to work on it if you don't. Anything that you want to improve, you just have to work on. But those would be my advice. Consistency, motivation, focus, and of course, networking. You can't do anything without people. People that say, oh, I did it all on my own. It's not true. You need people, and you need to have those conversations. You need to get yourself out there. And of course, build yourself a village of support. Those would really be my key takeaways from what I've been learning on this journey. Um, and I'm really
Well,
so excited for it.
I want to add something to that too. Since we're talking about businesses, I would tell people to trademark your idea,
Mm,
so no one takes it. I would tell people to open up a small business account, so you could be accountable for your taxes at the end of the year, or sometimes people do their taxes every quarter. Um, I would also make business cards, work on your website, clean up your social media. Um, Also, I would, reach out to people like you have done, and let them know the business that you have, and if they are, or do they know anyone else that's interested in what you're offering, or the service, or the food, or the product. It's all about just doing everything right from the beginning, so you have really good habits that last
um,
towards like forever. You know, you want to do it right, the first time. And that's why I wanted to have you on the show, because I want people out there to understand we can all have a business.
everyone, everyone.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, like my kids will be graduating high school like in 10 years.
Hmm.
And I'm going to make sure they are entrepreneurs, because I know this sounds really bad. Look, if they want to go to college, they go to college. But we went to like a financial advisor, and they said by the time they go to college, it's going to be so super expensive that the financial advisor told me, I don't know if you even want your kids to even take out that loan. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In 10 years. And based on how inflation is going, we definitely need different streams of income to think about generational wealth, to make sure with this new world order that's going on after COVID, post COVID, that we all can
sustain ourselves. I think we lost you, Danny. Or maybe I lost you. I can't hear you. But if you can,
I don't know. Is it me? Is it me or is it you?
You.
You think it's me?
I know. I don't know. I just know that.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm saying all the right things. Maybe there's somebody in the room. Like, I believe in, I know it sounds weird, but I do believe the spirits in the room. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying the right things or something like that. I apologize for any technical difficulties that's going on, but this is life. You never know what's going to happen. And that's why I love life so much, because you got to get ready for the ride. You got to be prepared. Right? So let me tell the audience where you're going to be, because you told me that you're booked until the end of August.
Until the end of August, yes. If you follow me on social media at The Pudding Lady New York, you could always stay up to date to where I am, because I do hop around from different stations, different events, different from stores. So definitely that's key. If you have a sweet tooth, let me fix it for you. My pudding has been described.
Hey, that's a tagline.
It is.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you have a sweet tooth, let me fix it for you. I love it.
Because I do move around a lot. Like next weekend, I'll be in Mount Vernon. So follow my social media so you can stay up to date with where I am. So you could give it a try. It's more than just a dessert. It's more than just a pudding. It's really an experience. I think at the Pudding Lady, what me and my team do is just so much better pudding. People are so used to Jell-O pudding in the supermarkets. This is really like an experience for your taste buds. So I truly encourage you to check out The Pudding Lady on Instagram, find out where I'm located so you could treat yourself to a pudding experience.
Really, 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 really love that. The pudding experience. Wow. I mean, I can't, oh God, I want to have a pudding so bad. I really do. But I'm going to cut these pounds so I can have enough room to enjoy your delicious, most amazing puddings that I've had in a very long time. But Stacey, I want to say I am so proud of you, sis. I mean, deeply and dearly so proud of you. I'm so proud of the Pudding Lady, the idea that came out of this mommypreneurship, and just with COVID, and you have so many other businesses that you're doing, and this is really a sweet one. So I just want to say thank you for coming on the show. I so appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. All of those you said. I appreciate you as well. Love what you do every day. You deserve your flowers. Again, thank you for.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining on Proud of You, Sis. I'm Danny Benson. Like, share, follow. See you next week. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.